Hello! In this video, I'll be showing my bullet journal setup for April. My theme is NPR and IPR, and I'm basing a lot of it off of this sticker, this shirt, as well as some other public radio aesthetic stuff I found on the IPR and NPR websites. In general, what I do each month is a cover page, sometimes paired with an inspirational quote or some goals, and then I have my calendar, and then my mood tracker and a page for daily good things right next to each other. Then I have my habit tracker, which goes with the music I listen to that month, and I'm also including podcasts this month because it very much goes with this theme. And then I just break down the rest of my month through weekly spreads. Before I started this video, I'd already practiced drawing some fonts that I saw and some shapes that I'd seen on the merch, and I'd also done some pencil drawings of where I wanted things to go. But in this video, you'll see me adding marker and pen and making it kind of all come together. I also beforehand picked out colors. I based a lot of the colors off of the sticker that I showed, and I usually choose 5 colors because the number 5 works best with my mood tracker, but you'll see how all that comes together in this next part. So I started off with this retro drawing of a radio that you see on that first t-shirt I held up, and then I grab it again as a reference. You'll see me do in a couple seconds. And I use this t-shirt for like the main thing, both the radio and little jagged things coming out of it, and the font. Everything about that first page is based off of this t-shirt. For the font, it's pretty easy. You just take a thin pen and then you do about 5 to 6 lines per side of the letters. It's just kind of like repetitive and figuring out the spacing of it. And then for my little quote, I decided to just do a simple, this is NPR, because they obviously say that on all of the NPR programs, so I drew it coming from multiple people. This is just a super simple calendar, just like this like boxy style, and then I put little tape things. You can see I drew those on the corners. And then the little microphone doodle is from that red shirt that I showed in the beginning. And then I just used some markers to add to it, and I did some calligraphy on the April part. And then on the side, on the far right side, you'll see this little thing that says celebrations. And I started doing that last month where I just like write down good things and accomplishments from the month. And it's kind of like the good things page, but a little more holistic. And I think that's a good habit to practice. It's just like celebrating what you've gotten done. And here I go back and I add color. I wanted to give it some time to dry since I used a lot of pen on this page. And I didn't end up coloring in the whole radio. I didn't want to do too much. I just did like little spots of color here and there. I used this sticker that I got as the center of the mood tracker. Sometimes I have like repetitive shapes that I fill in, but for this one I decided to keep it simple and just do a wheel. And then at the center I showcased this really cute sticker. At the bottom, you'll see me add this key. I just kind of do a range of colors, and I decide one that's like the best day I could have had and one is the worst day possible. And then I've got something kind of neutral in the middle, and then every day I'll fill in a segment of that wheel to indicate how I was feeling. And then I like having the mood tracker right next to the good things, so no matter how my day was, I'll just write one good thing that happened. And I just had a little space at the bottom, so I added this other doodle that I'd seen on the IPR website. I saw this on a mug. And here is my habit tracker. This is another just simple monthly thing that kind of looks the same most of the time. I just write habit tracker, habits. S's are hard to do in this font, but it's a pretty simple layout other than that. I just write things I want to track and the dates. Like I said in the intro, I decided to have podcasts in addition to my music playlist, and I was really proud of myself for drawing the tiny desk, their like illustration of a mic. I decided to include that along the music side, which I thought was cool. Something specific to this month that isn't necessarily in all of my monthly spreads is this rough routine that I made for myself. Since I'm not in school right now because we're practicing social distancing because of the coronavirus, I decided to make this routine based off of a spread Amanda Rachel Lee included in her April spread. And it has like what I want to get done in different parts of the day so I can stay on track since we don't have like the regular structure of our lives that we do in schools in session. And this last part is just me setting up my weekly spread for the first week of April.